So the series finales of Game of Thrones and Big Bang Theory got me thinking and made me realize something that I think I already know. The conclusion of Tom Brady's pro football career will be the most important in the history of sports. I don't think there's any athlete or anybody ever associated with professional sports that will have a more important ending to their career. A lot of people weren't satisfied with the ending of Game of Thrones. That affects how you view the legacy of the show. There's just so much at stake at the end of Tom Brady's career, especially if he's somebody that cares about his legacy, or if you're somebody that cares about his legacy. Like it or not, whether you think he's been directly a part of it or not, there have been controversies that have swirled around his career. Now, I don't think the guy's ever been a cheater, but just from a legacy perspective, it's important that he has a clean ending to his career. That's number one. The Patriots, and Tom Brady specifically, is arguably one of the most hated on-field athletes ever. So the people that root for him, and Tom Brady himself, who had rabbit ears last year during the playoff run and listened to all the haters, wants to end his career the right way, wants to end it on his terms, wants the last laugh. Everybody wants the last laugh. There's the whole TB12 component to this. Forget about playing football well for the New England Patriots and Tom Brady's legacy as the Patriots quarterback and the legacy of the Patriots dynasty. Just forget all that for 1 second. There's even more at stake for him because of how he's talked about longevity and being able to play at a high level, and the TB12 method has extended his career. If he looks like Willie Mays down the stretch, that's awful for the brand, awful for the company. So there's another reason to pay attention to see how it ends. More pressure on Brady to end it the right way. You know, most of the league, if not all of it, is rooting for him to retire, so other teams can have a crack at the Super Bowl, at the AFC Championship game, at the AFC East. This is arguably the most impressive run in the history of sports, in any sport. How that ends is ultra fascinating. What finally will derail that train that has been going for so long at such a high level? Whether you root for them or not, everybody is fascinated by that answer. Was it another team? Was it the league? Was it a defensive scheme? Was it Father Time? Was it an internal controversy? Or was it just Brady and Belichick saying we're done? Endings matter a lot in terms of how you view a person, a show's legacy. To this day, people still talk about the Seinfeld ending not being up to snuff, and that was 21 years ago. I was never a huge Seinfeld guy, so fair or not, my first thought when I hear Seinfeld, subpar ending. John Elway lost 3 Super Bowls, blown out in 2, then at the end of his career, won 2, and people talked about maybe he's the best quarterback of all time. Joe Paterno, an illustrious resume for 40 plus years or whatever, and then a disastrous ending tarnished it all. Endings are vitally important, and when you combine the greatness of Tom Brady on the field, the greatness of the Patriots dynasty and his relationship and partnership with Bill Belichick, what his retirement will mean for the most popular sport in America, and for what's at stake with his personal brand, his company, the ending to Tom Brady's career will be the most important in the history of sports.
Well, as you know, I'm not on Snapface and all that, so I don't really get those.